right now, Eyewitness Sports.
Despite some weather delays and cold weather, football season has come to an end for one more Mohawk Valley football team, and they came out on top with a dub. The Morrisville-Eaton Mavericks took on the Eldred Yellow Jackets Sunday morning in the 8-man football state championship. The Mavericks cruising their way to a 40-12 victory, scoring 16 points in the first quarter and never looking back. Behind their run game, they cruised their way to Morrisville-Eaton's first ever state title. Head coach Don Johnson gets to head into retirement on the best note that a coach can ask for. On to the hardwood now. Dorian Alert promised that we would head into basketball season, and that's where we're heading next. The Notre Dame Jugglers girls basketball season began on Friday at the Zebra Classic. Jugglers racing out to a big lead. Caitlin Williams with a nice dish inside to Jenna Herron for two. Utica ND pushing its lead to 15. Not even a minute later, more good passing by the Jugglers. Jules Otis drives and feeds Herron for the easy deuce. Herron chips in 6 points. St. Bonaventure-bound senior Ella Trinkus could not be stopped. Trinkus pouring in 19 of her game-high 32 points in just the first half. Utica Notre Dame rolls to a season-opening 73-37 win over Liverpool. And the Buffalo Bills picked up a win yesterday on the road in Pittsburgh to keep in stride with the Patriots for the AFC East. For more on that win, here's Josh Reed.
The Bills were without both starting tackles in this one, but Ryan Vandemark and Alec Anderson stepped in and stepped up. Josh Allen was not sacked, and the Bills ran for 249 yards, the most the Steelers have allowed on the ground at home since 1975.
But them going out there and doing their job, I heard we set a record for rushing yards in the stadium, which is so cool. I'm so proud of both those guys. They continue to work extremely hard. They've both been kind of like the jumbo tackles for us that have been in and out of the lineup, and it was very, very cool to see them get their opportunity tonight, and they took advantage of it.
It stacks up to the level of play that our starters have set for us. Whether it's Spencer and Dion or me and Vandy out there playing, we're back there to protect 17 for as long as he needs it, and we executed that tonight.
Those guys knew. They knew the challenge that was in front of them. Their teammates supported them. They didn't blink. They really didn't. I thought it was a great move by the coaches in terms of how they had it set up. Coach Cormer, Coach Gunn, and Joe, obviously, and those guys did not bat an eye at all. And I love that. That's who this team is.
James is awesome. I mean, he's reading every block. Even if you're slightly off, he makes you look great. So having a running back like that fixes our problems is awesome.
James Cook with an absolutely monster game, 144 yards on the ground on a career-high 32 carries. The Bills improved to 8-4 on the season. Next up, it's a home game against the Bengals. With the Bills in Pittsburgh, I'm Josh Reed.
And to wrap things up tonight, former Utica Comets head coach Kevin Dineen announced on social media yesterday that he has recently been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Dineen played 11 seasons in the NHL, twice scoring 40 goals for the Hartford Whalers. He was the head coach of the Florida Panthers in the NHL and an assistant coach with the Chicago Blackhawks. He took over the Utica Comets in 2021, and his team set the AHL record that season for consecutive wins at the start of a season, with 13 in a row. In his Facebook announcement, Dineen said that the diagnosis puts a lot into perspective and how lucky he is to be surrounded by supportive family and friends. That's all we've got for Eyewitness Sports. Coming up next after the break, the Supreme Court has its hands full with its final session of the year. In tonight's Political Minute, News Nation's chief Washington correspondent Blake Berman breaks down some of the biggest cases facing the High Court.